Alright, so for those of you just tuning in, I'm about to play some more Pokemon Showdown Live, another viewer battle, this time a rematch versus Year of the Bows, who is actually a very good Pokemon battler. Now, I built a bunch of teams for today's live, none of which I have actually tested before, so I have no idea if any of these are good or not. And I also haven't had much of a chance to play with the new Pokemon, which you see in my teams, Blacephalon as well as Lycanroc Dusk form. I even have a Komodo in there, but I'm pretty sure that team's bad, so I'm not going to use that one. In this specific battle, I am going to use... I think I'm going to use this team, and I'm going to give it a shot. So let me explain how this team works. So it uses Blacephalon, the new, one of the new Ultra Beasts. This thing is a really fast revenge killer Pokemon with Choice Scarf. It's got pretty solid speed, like 107. Isn't that great, but with Choice Scarf it outspeeds most things, and then I can just Flamethrower or Shadow Ball for talent damage, because it's got 151 base special, and then with Beast Boost, if it gets a KO, it gets a special attack raise, so this thing's pretty nuts. I've got my Charizard Y, which I have in here to boost the power of Flamethrower on Blacephalon, as well as just... I find it's very, very good synergy in my extremely limited testing. Not with this specific team, mind you, but just in general, I find this is a good combo to have Drought. And I got Solar Beam in here because I can use it immediately, Focus Blast for coverage, and Roost to help me recover up. I prefer to lead with this thing when possible because I like to set up the sun and maybe catch some leads off guard. It depends. I have a physically defensive Landorus T. No one's ever seen this in the history of Pokemon, so you can just kind of slap it on a team. and it works. It works. If you are new to Pokemon, you have no idea what I'm talking about, then I heavily encourage you to watch my Pokemon tutorial, link on the screen or in the video description below first. Competitive Pokemon is amazing, and it's just like Age of Empires 2, where it's one of those games that, you know, you grow up playing, and you have a wonderful time playing the campaign, but the online competitive play is just so in-depth and nothing like the single player. Really recommend it, and I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. This is my special wall. If you remember from my tutorial, I recommend a physical wall and a special wall on most teams. This is a balanced team. And then I've got Run and Wash, which now gets Defog as a Pokemon Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, which is super useful. Always recommend having something to remove entry hazard. It's got Will-O-Wisp, Volt Switch, and Hydro Pump, just a super annoying pivot-type Pokemon, and it's another kind of like defensive-ish mon. I have no idea how effective this team will be, and I hope it works out. Through the power of video editing, I made a couple of adjustments to the team because he ended up selecting the wrong team for the battle, so I actually did switch up my moveset very slightly on my Lycanroc Dusk, which, like I mentioned earlier, is much better than people thought it would be because of Tough Claws, which actually does boost the damage of Accelerock and Drill Run, and I run Lycanium-Z to boost the power of Stone Edge. And it's actually pretty good from what I understand. This is my win condition with Swords Dance. Besides that, though, the team is the same. And without further ado, let's try this again. This is the correct team, right? Yes, it is. Let's do it. Battle begin. This team looks equally good. I need to bring real teams to beat this guy. He's not even using any of the new mons. I'm using 2 of them. After this, I'm playing versus Teslano. GLHF. Oh my goodness. What a load of threats. Alright, let's analyze his team real fast. Courtney style. This is Mega Scissor, defensive Mega Scissor. Specially defensive Toxapex. Physically defensive Landorus. The most annoying Pokemon ever, Tapu Koko, is going to be his pivot. This thing is probably Assault Vest. This could be a number of different threatening Heatran sets. Wait, no. Where's the Sweeper then? This must be Shift Gear. This must be Shift Gear. I assume that this is his win condition. Because I think that this is probably some sort of Magma Storm, trapping Heatran. He could be one of those guys that runs the Retro Z move, Solar Beam, but I don't know if he's that kind of guy. What would he lead with? I'm gonna leave with my own Landorus. Wow, this has never happened in the history of competitive Pokemon. Nice! Landorus versus Landorus. This is interesting. Now, this is the turn that we get to determine who has the larger balls. Me or him. Who goes for HP Ice? I assume we have the same moveset. I feel personally like this is one of the better Landorus movesets out there, but ever since Ultra Sun and Moon, now the Defog is out, there is still a wide variety of viable Landorus movesets, and the element of surprise with this is really important. I need to figure out, he has a Defogger. Rocks are actually not important to me at all. I'm going for HP Ice. Okay, I think I'm max speed, so I think he won the speed tie. But I need to double check that I'm max speed. I'm not, so I don't know if it's a speed tie. But this is the standard EV spread, so I'm a little horrified here. He's not going to HP Ice again. He's too good at Pokemon. So I need to predict. I think he only runs Earthquake and HP Ice, so I think I can go to this. Yep. Okay. We're fine. I also could have gone out into Rotom, which the more I think about, would have been fine. But I really want to get the Sun up so I can start cooking him with fire. The problem is that he has a Heatran, which is Flash Fire, which is immune to fire moves, which is very bad. I know he's going to Heatran because the Flamethrower is too obvious. I don't want to calc on stream, but does Focus Blast kill? Oh, he doesn't threaten me at all. I'm gonna go for it anyway. Yeah, okay. Going for the Focus Blast, predicting the Heatran. It actually hits! That's really good. Nice. Whew. Man. Last game I played versus Year of the Bows, I think he made 4 consecutive flawless predictions versus me, so feels good to actually get a successful prediction off. Now my question is what exactly can he do to my Mega Charizard? Because I have no idea what type of Coco set this is. Flamethrower is going to do a ton, but he's faster than me, so he's just going to T-Bolt me. So, if I think he's going to T-Bolt me, then I go out into my Landorus, right? But he's not going to T-Bolt me. He's going to HP Ice or something. Would he risk it? Because if he went for HP Ice and I Flamethrower, then he loses Tapu Koko and he loses the game. Also, if I got into this thing, he's slower anyway. He's going to go for T-Bolt. It's not a good play for me to go out into Landorus. He's going into T-Bolt. Oh my god, but this is my only... so this is why I got wrecked last time, because apparently both of my teams lose to Tapu Koko, and I just don't have a good answer to it. Like, once Landorus can't survive an HP Ice from this thing, I have no answer. He's not going to HP Ice, he's going to Thunderbolt, and I have nothing on my team that can take the T-Bolt, except for this guy. But I think it's a 2-hit KO. I can sack Landorus. Do I need Landorus for any reason whatsoever? I might need it for Magierna, and I might need it for Scizor, but I think I have to sack it. I think I have to sack it, and then, like, threaten it out with oh, yeah, because I can't even Hydro Pump. I'm so screwed. Yeah. I think with Electric Terrain... Oh my, okay, he did. So he did go for the T-Bolt. I'm still in a lot of trouble, though. Because even though I predicted that, I'm not in an advantageous position. He's faster than me. Now he gets to go for the HP Ice. So my main objective here, the only way I can win this game is by stalling out the Electric Terrain. Because I'm pretty sure that Lycanroc just dies to an Electric Terrain boosted Thunderbolt coming out from Tapu Koko. So I have to predict him immaculately every single turn, or I lose. I need to stall at the Electric Terrain. That's the only way I can win, right? I think. If anyone has any miscellaneous questions in the chat, feel free to ask me, by the way. My goal is to make sure that you have an enjoyable, comfortable experience watching me play some competitive Pokemon. And a decent amount of you stuck around. I really appreciate that. I mean, I say it all the time, but it's true. One of the best ways to support the Age of Empires community and to support myself is by actually taking the time to watch the content I do for other games and support that. A lot of people, you know, grew up with Pokemon just like they grew up with AoE 2, and... oh, nice. And if they knew that AoE 2 was still a thing, they would be playing it now. So... that's why it's always important to branch out. Now, okay, so this is a blessing and a curse. He went into Landorus. I'm not entirely sure why, because Hydro Pump still kills even in the sun. He's gonna Rocks. Wait, why would he go into Landorus? He must be running something insane. Because I'm immune to Earthquake because I have Levitate, and I resist HP Ice. So if he wants to set up Stealth Rocks here and Suicide, then I can just defog the next turn. So I don't really understand what his line of play is here. I'm gonna Pump anyway. Okay, he's gonna U-turn. He's gonna U-turn into Toxapex. I should have went for Will-O-Wisp. I was really heavily considering going for the Will-O-Wisp. If I was the best battler in the universe, then I would have gone for Volt Switch, predicting his U-turn. However, I am a little bit rusty. Thank you so much, Outcast2, for subscribing with Twitch Prime. Really appreciate it. Thank you. Rigsism says, loving the Pokemon Coliseum and XD music. Glad to hear it, man. I always try to pick some good battle music. Oh, he went into Magearna. Now, I know the sun is out, which reduces the power of my water moves. However, that did so little damage, I'm confident this is Assault Vest. I'm also confident that this is a Shift Gear Wind Condition Magearna. Now, Magearna can be mixed, so I don't know if the Will-O-Wisp really cripples it that much. I'm going to say it doesn't. Because he's probably going to sweep me with things like Flare Cannon, Flash Cannon. This thing has too good coverage. This Pokemon is insane. I don't think Will-O-Wisp actually harms it in any way. I could Volt Switch, but he might even be faster than me. It doesn't even matter. What kills this thing? Is he going to predict my Switch? Actually, if he predicts my Switch, it's better for me to Volt Switch. So I'm going to Volt Switch. Okay, I'm faster than him, so at least I know that his speed investment is low. How do I defeat this thing? Because I can't Toxicate. Knocking off the Assault Vest will actually help out a lot. And if he runs T-Bolt, would he use it here? I can go onto this thing and threaten with an Earthquake. Because I know I'm faster already. Or at least I'm likely to. Or I can attempt to knock him off. I think it's better to do... This is who Ice Beams on this turn. He's gonna T-Bolt. Or a Volt Switch. There we go, yeah. Okay, good. Wow, okay, shit. I'm actually playing this game well. Nice, nice. But I gotta emphasize that during the last game, which I probably won't post on YouTube because this was a horrible battle. I just got... he flawlessly predicted everything I did. Here I'm actually in his head a little bit. This is nice. So, now I get to go for Earthquake, which means that he gets to go out into Landorus, predicting my Earthquake. So, hopefully this video shows you the thought process behind Pokemon and what makes it so fascinating, right? This, I threatened him with Earthquake. It might actually just kill him. He can go into Landorus, which is immune to it. So I could go for HPS predicting him to go into Landorus, and then just kill it and then win the game. However, if he stays in and he has Ice Beam, I'm screwed. So I'm just gonna Earthquake. Okay. This is a fair play. Did they update the Earthquake animation? That's cool. They just need to animate Blacephalon and Lycanroc Dusk. Okay, so he went on to Scizor. I actually think he went down to Scizor predicting my HP Ice, and you know what this tells me? Well, one, it tells me that his Magearna is very likely slower than me, He might not pack Ice Beam, is a thought. So I'm going to make a mental note that he might not pack Ice Beam. So I can go for EQ again, but if he Mega Evolves, it's going to do nothing. And he is going to Mega Evolve. There's no point in going for Stealth Rocks here. He's going to Mega Evolve, and what is he going to do? Is he going to Bullet Punch, or is he going to U-turn again? This thing resists both, and really threatens his team. Can't knock him off for Toxic him. If he Bullet Punches, I resist that. And I can threaten him with a Will-O-Wisp. Nothing on his team really wants to take a Will-O-Wisp. I'm not gonna go too crazy here. I think I could have gone out into Blacephalon. And maybe I should have done that. Predicting his U-turn like I knew he would do. Should have gone out of Blacephalon. It's just Blacephalon has just no defenses whatsoever. However, I actually have defense investment, and I took that U-turn much worse than I thought. I have 309 defense. Now, I know that Mega Scizor is insanely powerful, and it is stab, but I'm surprised at how poorly I took that. So now we're in the same situation yet again, except the rain's not up. Previously, 14%, so Hydro Pump will do what? 30%? Not too scary. He's probably gonna... I don't know, I'm assuming this is his Shift Gear. Come on. I could go for the Willow here, because his Heatran's not up anymore. But I don't... Okay, so what happens if he Shift Gears? How do I actually kill him? And does he run Ice Beam? If he runs Ice Beam, he's gonna do it here. Do I need this for anything? I need this maybe to intimidate his... I need this purely to intimidate Mega Scizor, and that's it. Otherwise, I can sack it here. Does he run Ice Beam? Well, if he Ice Beams or Volt Switches, this thing also takes it down. Again, I can go for the knockoff thing, but he's just gonna Volt Switch, and that's gonna do shitload. I don't think I really need this, honestly, for Mega Scizor to intimidate it. I'm gonna test for Ice Beam. Okay, he went for Flare Cannon List. Okay, missed. That sucks. That's unlucky. Unlucky. Okay, so he went for Flare Cannon and missed. But that is part of the game. I miss all the time. This means I get a free EQ again, which is very good, and I'm going to do exactly that. And he's going to predict the Earthquake, and he's going to go into his Landorus. There's no real point in me going for HP Ice there. Like, there really isn't. Because if he stays in and has... and uses anything, I just die. So he made the right play, but I think that I had to Earthquake there. Now, my question is this a speed tie? Oh, God. My record for luck is I got fully paralyzed 7 out of 9 turns, non-consecutive, versus my friend Drew. Yes, that did actually happen, and I played, you know, thousands and thousands of Pokemon battles. And that is the record for the most unlucky I've ever seen anyone ever get. And this is the same Drew who plays Medivh in my Heroes with Friends series on YouTube. So I want to know if it's a speed tie or he just runs more speed investment than me, but I'm going to guess it's not a speed tie, and that he just runs more speed investment than me. So we can do this little dance again. And I can take free damage on my Charizard. Oh, but now I can Flamethrower without it really being too much of a problem, because now his, okay, he's gonna U-turn. He's gonna U-turn, and he's gonna go out into, oh, Tapu Koko, fuck. Alright. That is no bueno. Tapu Koko is like, it's not a check to everything on my team, he just destroys my entire team. So, we're back in this loop where there's no way he doesn't predict my switch into Landorus before. I have no choice but to... He's going to do something else. He's going for HP Ice here. Oh no, he went for the safe play. Going for Thunderbolt again. This is fine for him to do this, by the way, because he's burning turns of sun anyway. Now he can just HP Ice me if he wants. Do some free damage. See, this exchange actually benefits him. Yeah, just go for HP Ice, do some... Honestly, like, the amount of damage, or he'll just U-turn. Like, that's what he did last time, right? I have to sack something. I mean, is it Rotom? Like, is Rotom useful to me at all? It's really not. Oh, fuck, he went on to Landorus. Okay. Why? Why does he keep doing that? Why are we doing this dance again? Because Hydro Pump will kill. What's the advantage of this? What did he do last time? He U-turned. That's what he did. Yeah, he hard switched. Exactly like last time. So I know he doesn't have U-turn on this thing. And I don't know why he keeps going on to Landorus. He must have something to threaten this. I get Hydro Pump, but he's just gonna go out into Toxapex. But that's a safe play, so I'm going for Pump. I mean, I gotta. I mean, either that or he's going into Mega Scissor. The sun is up, it's not gonna do very much. I think he's gonna go into Toxapex, though. Yeah. I mean, at least I can burn Toxapex, right? I really don't need Rotom for anything at this point, honestly. Like, it's pretty useless. Like, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna burn this thing. Hopefully he doesn't have T-spikes or whatever. Yeah, it did nothing. I regened off more than that. And now the... Oh, should I have Volt Switch while the electric terrain was up? That might have actually done significant damage to him, now that I think about it. But I wanted to burn him and then Volt Switch, because I can't Toxic him, right? So I just need residual damage on this thing. But actually, that was a missed opportunity. That was legitimately a little bit of a missed opportunity there. Because, ooh, yeah. I mean, he'll just recover, though, so I don't think it's that significant. What do I think he's going to do? He's not going to Scald again. If he knocks me off, I'll be really upset. So he can't do that. Because I need to knock him off. Would he Scald again? I have no choice. Yeah. Okay, he Scalded again. He gets the burn, that is okay. I mean, it definitely makes up for the missed Fleur Cannon. Luck always goes both ways. People equally remember the times that they get lucky. I mean, sorry, they never equally remember the times they get lucky versus unlucky. And he missed a Fleur Cannon, which mattered. And the first turn burn Scald mattered. It always evens out. It doesn't always even out in one game, but it evens out over time. Like, I got a lot of karma back from my getting paralyzed 7 out of 9 turns non-consecutively. It was like 4 then 3. Yeah, it was like hilarious. Hey Sandman, McKay asks, is Winona your favorite Gen 3 gym leader, or do you just happen to like her design so you use her as your avatar? Is she my favorite Gen 3 gym leader? I'm going to say yes to both. The Tate and Liza are cool too, but I'm going to say yes to both. I really like her design. So yeah, keep asking interesting questions. I like it. I'm going to knock him off. Goodbye, Assault Vest. I knew it! Yes! Last game, man. Last game, I was made a fool. But this time, I finally... I'm playing well, I'm proud. I just have to survive, because I've been streaming for so long now at this point. Oh yeah. He is going to Volt Switch. But now that his Assault Vest is gone, can't Toxic him because he's Steel type. Sucks. I run Toxic instead of Toxic Spikes. It's a tough call. What will he do? He will Volt Switch. Or he'll predict. But I'm gonna go for the safe play. He has predicted me. And I've given him his boost, which is bad. But I'm still faster, and Drill Run just kills, right? This thing also kills now, I think. because he no longer has... I feel like I just liberated France. You saved the metagame. Now, I don't think Landorus T is broken, but it is, it's splashable, is the word. Okay, I have two options this turn. Go into this thing, threaten with a drill run. This thing is, immune to drill run. That's not nearly as good. That's not nearly as good as going into this thing and going for Flamethrower, right? Because if I go for Flamethrower and then he goes into Toxapex, Toxapex doesn't have its Assault Vest anymore. So I'm going to go into my creepy weird clown thing. I'm going to go for Flamethrower. And we'll see how he ruins my day. But Tapu Koko just destroys this entire team, so that's a big problem with this team. If you want to copy this team, you need to replace something with any Pokemon that can survive Tapu Koko. Okay. That is fine, I guess. Should I have gone for Shadow Ball? No, I couldn't have done that. No, I should have gone out into Accelerock. Sorry, into Lycanroc. I should have. I absolutely should have gone out into Lycanroc. There's no question about that. Yeah, no question. It's gonna Toxic or Scald, that's fine. See if he gets the burn or not. I got the burn again, alright. Yeah, no, I should have gotten out into Lycanroc. I shoulda, because... I was just worried, though. Because it's an interesting decision, right? Because Drill Run, he is immune to it with Landorus. But if he went on to Landorus, I could probably really threaten it with Stone Edge. So, stop. I'm just a Volt Switch. He's gonna Scald again. Do I have to stall him out? Because this is gonna be the most boring battle of Pokemon ever. Wow, this team has like some serious weaknesses to powerful metagame forces. Well, I don't want this to be the most boring game in the history of Pokemon, but you know, it may turn out to be. I mean, I could just sack something. I just need a free switch. I mean, I love a Scald from this thing, especially in the sun. So I could Solar Beam, right? Does that kill? I don't think it kills. But I love a Scald in the sun. I know I'm weak to Scald, but I think this is the only play that makes sense here, because otherwise I'm PP stalling him, which is bad. Wait, no, he doesn't have knockoff. Maybe. So maybe I have to be that horrible person and then edit this later on YouTube and PP stall him. Maybe I don't even get to battle Teslano today. I might have to be a terrible person. Well, now's your time in chat to ask me questions. Hawksmat says your levitating is no terrain boost. Oh! Thank you for pointing that out, Hawksmats. I keep forgetting about that interaction, so... Oh yeah, so Rotom wouldn't benefit from electric terrain because it's levitating. Thank you. Something I don't think about normally. I'm sure you told your viewers, but I like how your team covers itself like a blanket. 3 ground weak, 3 ground immune, 2 electric weak, plus Lando plus Rotom, yeah. Yeah, that was the idea. So, your Bows did a much better job explaining it to me than explaining it to you than I did. But when I designed this team today, this morning, I wanted. Now the problem with this team is it's extremely weak to Tapu Koko, so that's a huge problem. But I wanted a strong Volt Turn core, exactly like he says, and I had 3 ground weaks and 3 ground immunities. Yep. Exactly to both. And I like both of your teams, too. This team was a test, though. Nice little Volt Turn core with a lot of interesting immunities. Well, I've already... I mean, what's this thing gonna do to me? Can he even take Scald well? Is he gonna set up on me if I Scald him? Scald's gonna do nothing. It's gonna do absolutely nothing. I have to do so much editing in this because there's so much downtime. I'm sorry, this is like the hardest battle I've played in a long time. And I don't have the mental stamina for it after streaming for 5 hours. So, If I Scald... Okay. Wow, okay, he crit me. That really sucks. That was actually not part of my thought process at all, honestly. I was like, well, okay, if he Volt Switches... I don't say everything that comes to my mind. You know, at least it only does like 30%. So I'll recover it off entirely with Regenerator. So Scald is a very safe play. However, if he crits me, it's not a safe play, because now I'm very low, and once again I get pooped on by this thing, and I just need to sack. I sack Rotom. I just need to sack Rotom. Yep. Alright, we're sacking Rotom, and now I need to kill this thing. I still don't know what set this guy is. Has he used anything but T-Bolt this game? Oh, hey, Wholesale Virus. This is Residence of Beautiful Nerd. He says, Senpai, why you don't notice me? Now I have to thought all these characters the most obnoxious manner ever. So I hope you're happy with the troll train. Choo-choo, my man, choo-choo. Well, now I have nothing to say, so I'm gonna ramble and eat food. Well, enjoy your food, Wholesale Virus. Thank you, thank you. I do notice you, and I appreciate you pledging $10 in Patreon. That's a lot. Has he ever used anything besides Thunderbolt? Like, is he Scarfed? Is what I need to know now. I have to go into Blacephalon, don't I? And I have to live. Well, I have to be faster. I have to go out into Blacephalon and be faster. Because if he's Scarfed, he's faster and I lose. The game is over at that point. I will... Shadow Ball. Shadow Ball is the safest play by far because does not... Like, nothing on his team can take this Shadow Ball well, so I'm going for Shadow Ball. You have to make a lot of editing on YouTube. This thing does not take Shadow Ball well either anymore now that it no longer has... Wait, did I... No, I knocked off the Magierna. This thing still has Black Sludge. This thing will take Shadow Ball like a champ. It will not one-hit KO me with Scald, but it will be very bad. Hunter says, alright, this is something else, but I have to go now. His last question, if you tried They're All Billions? I don't know what They're All Billions is, but thank you so much, Hunter, for all your bits today. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Tier unlock gifts for 11 others. Wow. Could Shadow Ball again? I love the Scald. I wonder if it's a 2-hit KO. I don't think it is. I think I can stall his Toxapex because I don't think he has knockoff. Yeah, this is gonna be one of the most epic battles I've ever done, and I may not get to battle Teslano again on stream because I have been streaming for way too long now. This battle is insane. It's such a high skill battle too, but he doesn't have knockoff, so I have to be that kind of guy. Yes, he doesn't have knockoff. I must stall him. Wait. No, I don't have my defogger anymore. I can't stall him. Shit. Well, he went for T-Spikes, predicting me going into this. Okay, I didn't know he had T-Spikes. I thought he had Toxic and something else. Like, I thought he was, Scald, Toxic, Haze, Recover. So he does not have Toxic, and instead he runs Toxic Spikes. I still don't know his full moveset, but that does blow. So now the game has changed. Should've gone for Shadow Ball. Would've killed him. In fact, I could've tricked him. That would've destroyed him. Nah, but I can't trick him because I need to be able to live. I need to be faster than everything, so... Ah, jeez. I just need the stamina to survive this battle. Scald does not kill in the sun. So does that mean I get to go for my free flamethrower / solar beam / focus blast here? Does solar beam kill? Am I sacking my Charizard by going to it? Ah, god damn! That Toxic Spike sucks. I have to pray that Scald plus does not kill, and then I have to kill the Drill Run. Is the only way. Do I need the priority on Accelerock for anything? I don't. Alright, so Skull just has to not kill. It just has to not kill me. Okay, good. I know that this thing hits like a wet noodle, so that's fantastic. So now I get to Drill Run. For free. Do I Z-move? Z-move. Splintered Stormshards might actually just do more damage than Drill Run does. Yeah, I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. This just guarantees the kill. Because he could be physically defensive in some insane. He is physically defensive. Jesus Christ. Oh no. He's been physically defensive the whole time. How did he live that? Ah! What? Ah, and the fact that I let him get over the Toxic Spikes. Didn't know you ran Toxic Spikes, dude. Sucks. Sucks. Alright. Well, I gotta go for Drill Run here. Yeah, he just recovers. Well, I die on poison, so... I mean, do I go for the crit Stone Edge? Or do I just... Well, Drill Run keeps this thing the lowest. Oh, he switched. Okay, well even better that I didn't go for the crit Stone Edge. Okay, so now I go out into this thing. This is like the hardest Pokemon battle I've ever played, and I'm going to have to spend so much time editing it for YouTube. But hopefully you all enjoy it and share it around. I really appreciate it. I didn't expect to be streaming for this long and having such a long battle. We're gonna turn 32. I'll play it, Desolana, don't worry. I'm just, jeez, dude. Welcome to stream, 02KRZ5. Alright. Dude, this battle's so hard. Alright, I gotta go to Dementio. Because I'm faster, and I resist the Bullet Punch. Go for the Flamethrower or something. Shadow Ball kills. I know it does. So I gotta do it. I think Shadow Ball kills. Going for that Toxic Spikes on that turn was honestly a really good play on his part. It was seriously fantastic. And the fact that he lived my Splintered Stormshards is insane to me. I can't believe it. I went for Splintered Stormshards instead of Drill Run because I was like, well, you know, maybe he's physically defensive or... How did he live that too? Okay. Well, this next Bullet Punch is going to really sting because of the poison. Good. I didn't know that that damage was a roll, but it looks like we've rolled low, friends. Now the good news is, I got my Beast Boost, which means something's got to eat this Shadow Ball before Demenio dies to the poison. So we're going for it. Let's see how well this Toxapex takes it. I think the Toxapex is physically defensive. So I've been playing around specially defensive, calm, max special defense Toxapex. Perhaps he is actually bold. Or Toxapex is just a monster and that did nothing. Was my only way to beat this thing to actually, like, trick it? I don't know. I think I lose, though. Yeah, my only way to beat this thing was to, like, trick it. But then I get the Black Sludge, and it's just so bad. Okay. Well, we're in for, an exciting little battle. Let me timestamp this in. We turn 36 is the Stall Fest. Ladies and gentlemen, what a thrilling battle we have here. Now this happens sometimes in Pokemon, but seriously, this battle has been so long and so crazy that I'm even switching up the music. Now this is gameplay. Oh yeah, God, Alright. Switched. Oh, yeah, it's true. Yeah, I could have absorbed the toxic spikes, actually, and kept this thing alive. You know what? It sucks. After an hour-long battle where I've exhausted myself, I may have lost to a misplay because I could have absorbed the toxic spikes with my Toxapex and kept this thing alive just to threaten to trick the Choice Scarf onto Toxapex. Because that's the only way I can stop that thing is by... Unfortunately, by actually tricking it, I think. Go for Scald here. Oh, I think I lose. Yeah, I will also Virus. Oh man, this is it's a bad spot to be in. I needed to keep this thing alive, and I don't think he would have. I would be banking on a lot of things to say that he would allow me to trick my Choice Scarf onto his Toxapex. I didn't want to do that earlier because I really needed the Choice Scarf on my Blacephalon so that I could outspeed all of his guys. So I could outspeed Tapu Koko more and more. I mean, I don't understand how this Stallfest ends. It ends with him getting a crit Volt Switch, actually. I lose. I lose then. I lose for sure. Ah, shit. I mean, my question is that, can I possibly... No, I mean, Solar Beam just doesn't do enough. No, I lost. I don't want to stall this game out forever. I actually did manage to lose this game. The only way I could have won is by tricking a Choice Scarf onto Toxapex, but he would have had to let me do it. Because he's been switching so much that I was so hesitant to do that. Because if I accidentally trick the Scarf onto his Magikarp, which has no held item, then I lose. And if he goes out into his Landorus, tricking Choice Scarf onto it is also potentially problematic. So it was a risk, and it was my only out. But it was my only out. That sucks. But I'm not going to stall this game out forever. I will not. I will go out into my Mega Charizard. Yep, see, I knew his last move was Haze. Yeah, okay, so... Yep. He does not run knockoff. He is Scald, Haze, Toxic Spikes, Recover. I knew that. Yep. But, alas... Alas, it does not matter. Because this Solar Beam will do... absolutely nothing. Damn, man. Alright. GG, well played. You're the Bows. That was one hell of a battle. Seriously. Alright. I will forfeit. He has earned his victory. That is easily the most exhausting battle of Pokemon I have done since, like, the first Wi-Fi battle on my channel. This battle was crazy. I had one way out. I had to somehow successfully Scarf this thing. And I may have been able to do it because Toxapex could absorb the Toxic Spikes. So... But... I want everyone to remember this battle, not for that, the way it ended, but for the very good series of plays I made early on. But for every immaculately well-played series of things You're the Bows did too, I also caught him a couple times, and he caught me a couple times. And here, I gave him an opportunity to pick off my Blacephalon that I didn't need to. And acknowledging your mistakes is the first step to becoming a better battler. So, I needed to somehow accomplish that. It would be very tricky to have accomplished that. But it was possible, and it was my only out. So I had to do it. I think I made a lot of really good plays, but then I also should have absorbed the toxic spikes and tricked onto, and somehow attempted the trick. It would have been so risky though. I don't know how the battle would have played out otherwise, because Blacephalon was still at like 11%, and I didn't have a good opportunity to get a toxic spike prior. This is why Pokemon's such an interesting game, when you think about just on how many levels this is so fascinating. Aw, that's like really nice of him. He says you're making really good plays. I think if you build a little more, you go really far in lighter VGC. Oh man, that's like the nicest thing. I really appreciate that. I try. Oh, that's so nice of him. I think he's really good too. He really is one of the best battlers I've faced in a while. Just seriously, Year of the Bows is really, really good at this game. And I think I could take him on if I used a team that I actually tested. But, you know, I'm playing against a guy who is... I don't know how seriously Year of the Bows treats Pokemon, but clearly I can't bring a team against Year of the Bows that I've never playtested before. I built this team this morning because it was like, oh damn son, this is cute. Like, I got some... I have three ground weaknesses, and then I have 3 ground immunities, and I've got Volt Turn action, like, hello? Is this team not sick? And I really wanted to showcase the new Pokemon, so you can't beat Year of the Bows with a team made for YouTube. Nah, man. Your moves were very, very solid. You're in this win. GG! Always a pleasure.